asking that question to their boyfriends, their husbands, their best friends, and why? Well, because we need feedback. We need validation of what we're wearing. Now, who finds shopping completely frustrating? Anybody out there? Oh, a lot of you out there. How many times have you rummaged through a sales rack for 20 minutes looking for anything in your size that you remotely like, and you've come up completely empty-handed? It's such a waste of time. Well, we feel the same way. We're part of the 30 million female shoppers ages 20 to 44 years old that are spending $2,000 a year on apparel and accessories and shoes. Yet 94% of us, we want better mobile shopping apps. That's why we developed Stylematic. Stylematic is the Pandora for personal style, in that we take your personal preferences and your purchase history and use those to intelligently recommend products that will look good on you and that you will love. We can also deliver exclusive deals and incentives through our app for the stores at which you shop most often. Unlike most branded shopping apps, Stylematic is a one-stop application that enables discovery across both big and small brands and retailers. So how does it work? The first step is to fill in your style profile. We ask a series of simple questions. What are your favorite colors? What's your body type? And basic questions about your style preferences. What type of shoes do you like, etc. Using that, we can immediately start to deliver targeted recommendations for products that are tailored to the individual user. You can either search the app for a specific product, say one that you're looking at live in a store, or you can browse the entire inventory of many different major retailers that we have access to right now. And once you find something you like, Stylematic will immediately deliver you recommendations for both similar and complementary products, so you can start to build an outfit immediately. You can save products to a wish list. You can share them on Facebook to get feedback from friends and family if you so wish. And you can also buy them directly online through our app.
So what sets us apart from our competition? The consumer search apps like Google and Amazon, the retailer apps like Macy's and Gap, or the high-end fashion apps like Guild or Go Try It On. Well, we're the only one-stop shop for personal style recommendations. The consumer search apps are more oriented towards media and consumer goods, not clothing or accessories. The individual retailer apps, well, those are essentially just catalog systems. They don't provide you personalized recommendations, and who wants 20 individual apps on their phones for their favorite brands? And meanwhile, the high-end fashion apps, those are more aspirational and not really practical. I so often get recommendations from these apps for $1,000 purse, $800 shoes. These are things I'm just never going to be able to afford.
Who are we and why are we the best team to be delivering this experience? It's because we are our own market. We understand this pain very, very well. And if any of you guys have been dragged out to the mall by your girlfriends or your wives, you understand that pain as well, I'm sure. Our background, we actually got together at Women to Startup Weekend a couple of months ago, and we've been working day and night together, and we still really like each other. Our background and skills range a lot. Our diversity, I think, is what makes us strong. Our background and skill sets include tech, product development, fashion, architecture, project management, etc. We are really passionate about this. We want to solve this for ourselves as much as we do for our shoppers out there.
So how do we know this works? We interviewed over 200 people, no small task. This took like 2 days. And then we found that the majority of people were willing to input style profile information such as brand, style, price, or size information into a style profile. We also realized that people want to share their preferences with others via Facebook, email, Twitter, and even text message. Finally, we did an in-person concierge service as well as email concierge service, and the majority of people we interviewed actually tried on the recommendations that we gave or bought the recommendations. Of course, the other customer we have is the retailer. We interviewed retailers large and small. We even managed to swing a deal with Banana Republic where all customers who use the Stylematic app got 10% off using our recommendations. And in addition, we realized that retailers would like to get data on consumer information, turnover inventory, and increase sales.
So how is this going to make money? Well, our app download's going to be free, but we're looking at in-app purchase revenue from upgraded features like a Style Maven, a live personal stylist, micropayment options to unlock exclusive deals and coupons, gamification possibility from check-ins and purchases. Retail revenue, we're following the Shopkick model. It's going to be transactional fees for purchases
and third-party partnerships like credit card companies. We're also looking at subscription revenue from shopper analytics.
So next steps. We've gotten really great positive feedback from retailers, but more at the store managerial level. So we want to take it to the next level and engage retailers and build partnerships with them. So if any of you guys have retailer contacts, please talk to us. Just like we mentioned during our customer validation exercises, we've learned that personalization is really what's going to set us apart. For that effort, we need 2 awesome back-end developers, specifically in data science and machine learning. Also, where the algorithm comes short, we're looking to add a human touch, so we're looking for stylists as well. This is sort of how we see our roadmap for the next few months. We would like to be in the App Store by the end of March and get to 50K users by September. And for that, this is the amount that we've come to. And we're going to spend the rest of the year contemplating world domination.
All right, good job. Round of applause. Very slick. Judges.
So I just took a quick look at the market and came up with Go Ask a Stylist, Style Tag, Style Book, Vogue Stylist, Who What Wear, Lucky Your Service, Shop Style, Luster Fashion Fighter, Yoox, Net-a-Porter, and eBay Fashion. So it looks like there are a lot of people who are trying to bite off this section of the market, some of whom are large and probably a little bit ahead of you. So what I didn't get from this presentation was the killer go-to-market strategy that would let you blow past all of these very large brands with an existing lead.
Well, really what sets us apart from those is none of those focus on the in-store shopping experience. It's all online, organize my closet, tell me what to wear, what are the trends. Nothing is focused on the everyday shopping experience with the physical retailer. And so that's what we're looking to implement. That's why we've been talking to Banana Republic and other Gap brands. We want to get their inventory, their physical store inventory, which is often different from online, and help you when you're in the store digging through those sale piles and the racks, and then the college student sales associate who doesn't know anything or can't help you. So that's the market we're looking for, which is not what those others are targeting.
So it's basically a personal shopper for you.
Yes.
in that store, for the stores that don't have personal shoppers.
Personal stylist in your pocket.
Okay.
So when you're at a store, you have from a retailer's perspective, you have a captive audience. That person is there at your store to shop. And if they pick up Stylematic, we provide recommendations that are in store. So when that person is indicating interest at this blouse, we'll provide similar item interest, similar item recommendations as well as complementary items. So a person who could have left that store just buying this blouse comes out potentially buying 3.
So I get it now, and it's neat. For what it's worth, I may be thick, but I didn't get that from the presentation.
How do you close the loop? If the person's in the store, presumably they could look at your app, pick stuff off the shelf, hand it to the sales assistant, pay and go, and you'd never know that they did it.
So our app has, when you use the app to curate your outfit, you will unlock a exclusive deal or coupon for that store. So with Banana Republic in Stanford Mall, we've negotiated a 10% discount for the users.
Yeah, I'm really glad to hear those responses to those questions, because that's the track you guys were on was that, and then your presentation really swept the relationship with the store and at the store under the rug. And you mentioned for the first time that I've heard, I haven't seen you guys in a couple of weeks, but the being able to purchase through the app and all that stuff. And right, that puts you right back into the league with everybody else. So I think, and I'm really happy you hadn't had that deal yet either with Stanford, with Gap Stanford, which Banana Republic Stanford, which is so fantastic. I think that it's the place for you to, it's almost like, well, this, right? You have 2 customers. You have your end users who need to understand and get value out of this app, but really it's the retailers who are your partners that you need to make sure that your business story has provides a solution for.
Right.
This is the third one. So I don't actually understand how it works. So I'm in the store, and it knows about the inventory, and I'm an idiot. So it doesn't. Is it helping me because there's social input that tells me what tie to put with what shirt, or is it like, is it a robot? I don't understand the engine for like what it's going to, like why I should put green with pink or something. Like, I don't understand what's behind it.
So more of the user experience, how it works, or more of the...
No, just like I don't know how to address that. No, so I don't know what, like, I don't know what.
Yeah.
I
Does
don't
it
know
know
how
his preferences already and then it picks out stuff based on his preferences? Or do you take a picture of what you're wearing and it says, hey, you can wear this because it's like that? How does it work?
Well, either you can input your preferences, and that will simply make the recommendations more tailored to what you like. So basically, it will just customize the search results. You don't have to input your preferences, though. You can just say, I'm looking at this cardigan, and I don't really know what else to put with it. I'm not really sure that I have anything that goes with it. You can find that specific product very quickly and get recommended items to either go with that or that are similar to that cardigan that you might also like that are interchangeable.
And how does it know you have that cardigan? Do you scan it? Do you take a picture of it? How does it know that you've got that item in your hand?
When we do have integration with inventory systems, you'll be able to actually scan the barcode.
And so how that integration works, your integration with local inventory systems, that's a direct integration with that's not a web integration, because all those systems, those local inventory systems are different from like the web inventory systems.
Right.
So you're saying that in order to do that, you'd need back-end integration, but without that back-end integration, it's more of a manual process. I say, this is the shirt I'm looking at, and you say, these trousers would go with that shirt.
Right, we do have online inventory integration, so the entity that is that piece of clothing, you would be able to find just by searching for the name that's on the tag right now, because we don't have the sort of local inventory in a specific store. We can just tell you what that retailer generally carries on their website, and you can search it versus that. So for the proof of concept, that's how
But is your intention to do local integration, not through the web, but just basically store by store?
Well, I think the directionality of a lot of retailers out there is to kind of create a merging of their online merchandising as well as their local stores and building out more robust APIs. The problem that we've encountered with a lot of the retailer integration is that a lot of them don't have APIs. So we currently are utilizing ShopStyle API. So we're making, just like Sky said, to build out the proof of concept, we plugged in with ShopStyle API, and so we're providing recommendations at the online level, but we do hope to engage retailers in meaningful conversations so that we can go a little bit more granular and do more localized store inventory type of tech, get that kind of access as well.
Because that's a tough integration.
Yeah, but we are aware of that, and so at least we're not going into it completely blind.
So are you trying to be more of a discovery engine, or are you really, psychologically speaking, targeting people's insecurities and helping them get to the purchase to make them feel confident that this would be a good choice?
I think the sticky part of the interaction comes from the discovery engine. It actually is fun to discover, to work with the app to discover new and interesting things that you wouldn't really have expected. So I think that's, at least for me, that's kind of the interesting part about it.
Okay, any last feedback? 30 seconds left. Monique.
Well, first I'd like to congratulate you guys for doing a lot of interviews of potential users. Sounds like you really built a lot of confidence on sort of what the problem is and the fact that people are looking for a solution for that problem. I'm also kind of curious about how are you guys going to be building the knowledge base that the recommendation engine is going to work off of? It's going to tell them, that's going to take the profile of the person and say, hey, for that type of person, this kind of cardigan or sweater or whatever piece of clothing is going to be good.
So we're sort of Wizard of Ozing it for this stage, but basically in this next version that Sky's building, we're going to implement sort of like some text message features, so like you can have a live person, text messaging, personalized recommendations back to that person.
Oh, okay, so it's going to be like a concierge kind of service to start with. Okay.
All right, time's up. Big round of applause, judges.